and welcome. This is Not Just Making the Tea, the podcast which discusses the realities of our career and life choices whilst made at school and college. We celebrate the parts that haven't gone to plan as much as those which have. With every chat, we plan to explore what life skills there are to be learned and how they can influence and help us to succeed. I'm your host, Rachel Price, founder of Amali.com, the career website for young adults. So firstly, I'd like to say thank you for taking the time to listen to this podcast. I hope that you enjoy the experience and that you will continue to join me and my future guests on our journey. I really appreciate anyone who takes time to listen. So please do like, subscribe, and then send me any comments and feedback. I hope that you'll find these chats thought-provoking, entertaining, and hopefully they will give you some positive vibes for your day. So on that note, let's get started with today's topic. Writing tips. When done correctly, writing is a fantastic way in which to express yourself. The written word is everywhere in our society, in advertisements, in our workplace, and even in our hobbies. Whilst there are a few contexts in which you can get away with shorthand or so-called text speak, to ensure your message is fully understood, you need to learn how to write effectively in every context. So let's start by looking at email writing. Nearly 3.8 billion people across the globe use email. Getting your message read and understood means competing with many other messages. There are a few tips you can keep in mind to ensure that your emails are effective. Number 1. Use short subject lines. Restrict your subject line to approximately 25 to 60 characters. Most mobile phones only display the first 25 characters, whilst most desktops only show the first 60. Put all the essential information first, wherever possible. Number 2. Keep your email concise. Where possible, limit your email to just one topic and keep it as brief and to the point as possible. Avoid the use of long blocks of uninterrupted text, as it can deter people from continuing to read. Number 3. Give your recipient a chance to respond. Avoid sending multiple emails on the same topic, unless the matter is pressing and you have no other way in which to reach the individual. In all other cases, 24 to 48 hours is generally considered a fair window with which you can expect a reply. Professional writing tips. Effective communication is crucial in a professional context. Apart from emails, business communication often consists of memos, proposals, and letters. If your only experience of writing is whilst at school, or the thought of putting pen to paper or fingers to the keyboard causes you anxiety, the following tips may help. Don't use jargon. Never use jargon in workplace communication. This only adds to confusion and frustration. Not everyone may be as familiar with the terms as you are. Consequently, it is harder to get your message clearly across. Always be professional, but not overly formal. There is no need to use complicated business terms or overly ornate language. Doing so can often confuse your recipient. Similarly, avoid using words with which you are not familiar. If you do not use them in your everyday language, there is no need to include them in your written correspondence. This does not give you a license to make poor taste jokes or engage in unprofessional comments or gossip. Stay professional but friendly. Answer the 5 W's and single H. Ensure that all your correspondence answers the 5 W questions: who, what, where, when, and why, along with the single H question of how. If your communication fails to address even one of these points, ensure that you specify why you are unable to give specific details. This process helps to anticipate questions before they need to be asked. General writing tips. Regardless of the type of writing which you are undertaking, this includes business writing, emails, and creative projects, there are a few tips that can make it much easier. Organise your thoughts in advance. Whether you're writing an email, an assignment, or a novel, you should spend some time organising your thoughts in advance. Depending on the size of the task or the project which you are working on, there are different programs which can help. For larger projects such as assignments, a program such as YWriter or Scrivener may help. Planning smaller writing projects such as emails or letters can usually be done on OneNote or even using pen and paper. Mapping out your writing in advance helps you cover all the bases and ensures that you do not leave out anything of importance. Writing to a schedule. Whenever you have something that needs to be written, set time aside so that you can give it 100% to that task. During your scheduled writing time, remove all distractions where possible and focus just on the writing. Once you have finished your first draft, get up, walk around, take a break, and then revisit it to proofread it and make necessary revisions. Writing this way minimises the number of errors that you produce, and it makes you more time efficient. Multitasking whilst writing is virtually impossible, so ensure that you block out enough time to complete your task and project. For organising my day and the tasks I have, I use Trello as my go-to-do list. It is synced between my laptop, phone and iPad. I have all bases covered. Becoming a better writer is something that will serve you well throughout all areas of your life. Improving your skills is relatively easy. All it needs is some knowledge and a bit of practice. So that's our topic for today. I hope you found some points of use and interest. For more information, check out the resources within the Learning Hub on amali.com. Additionally, go to amali.com and subscribe for updates and activities on topics aimed to help us all be more successful in life. Thank you once again for listening. Keep safe and smile always.